Hey there, quirky folks. I'm hoping that you've already seen Marvel's latest entry into the MCU. It was obviously not the best MCU movie, but it wasn't as bad as the critics have been saying. This is another film that they've gotten wrong, just like Venom and several others. Okay, let's talk about the final act of this beautiful visual masterpiece. A spoiler alert goes without saying if you haven't seen the film. So don't come after me, because I'm going to talk about what happened with Tiamat. Towards the film, we saw the Eternals forming the Unimind connection. They initially wanted to delay the emergence as Druig was going to put Tiamat to sleep, but that option was taken out of the equation by Ikaris when he attacked Druig. So, it was upon the new Prime Eternal, Sersi, to handle the new baby Celestial emerging from his birthing pod. What she did to Tiamat was actually foreshadowed earlier in the film. She said that she could turn a rock into water, a rock into wood, and a rock into metal.
Sersi, I can manipulate matter.
In fact, she even turned a rock into air on one particular occasion. And in the final moments, she turned Tiamat into... well, it was too easy to sneak this one in, so I had to. Anyway, turning Tiamat would not have been possible if Sersi did not get all the help that she got. I mean, she was changing the state of a frickin' Celestial on a molecular level.
Isn't it?
That takes a lot of doing. Yes, she was very powerful on her own, but the Unimind made her extremely powerful. Along with Druig, Phastos, Thena, and Makkari, she was also empowered by Ikaris and Sprite. But it was quite surprising when Sersi said that even Tiamat joined into the Unimind. He allowed Sersi to turn him into a giant white marble. So, why did he do that? He probably knew Arisham's design. He knew his purpose. So, why did he sacrifice himself for the sake of one planet when he was going to create so many more on his own? Well, I believe that having been hosted by Earth, he also understood that the cost of losing Earth would have been too much upon the universe. Even though Earth evolved very slowly and certainly isn't the most advanced planet in the universe, it still has people that can accomplish wonders. It housed at least 2 Infinity Stones for centuries. No other planet had more than one. Then came Avengers Infinity War. Thanos collected all 5 Infinity Stones and came for the 6th one on Earth. Then he snapped his fingers and took half of Tiamat's human fodder away, along with half of the other life forms on Earth. So, I believe that Tiamat must have sensed that. It is a known fact that Chloe Zhao is a fan of Zack Snyder's work on Man of Steel and his other 2 DCEU movies. Her style of making a visually driven long movie is similar to Snyder. And it's safe to say that Ikaris was inspired from Snyder's work on Superman.
That's Superman with the cape, and you're shooting laser beams out of your eyes.
I don't wear a cape.
So maybe she could have inspired one more thing from his DCEU. Towards the end of Batman vs. Superman and the beginning of Zack Snyder's Justice League, we saw Superman's death cry spreading across the planet. When Superman died at the hands of Doomsday, his scream created shockwaves, which were literally heard by everyone. Those powerful Kryptonian screams are what alerted the Mother Boxes as well. These change engines were lying dormant on Earth for thousands of years, but only woke up when Soup screamed his lungs out. They had sensed the death of the Kryptonian and attracted Steppenwolf to Earth.
My lord.
So just like that, the Celestial buried within Earth's core could have had an empathic connection with what was happening on the surface for thousands of years. Celestials are all-powerful beings. So even though Tiamat was being born, he must have had some sentient presence. He must have had the knowledge of Arisham's design, since Arisham was the one who created Tiamat's egg. Just when he was almost ready to emerge, Thanos snapped his fingers. Half of his source of energy was gone in a moment.
What did you do? What did you do?
And then 5 years later, the Avengers collected the Infinity Stones by making all the sacrifices they could.
What? Huh? What do you do? What do you do?
Just ask him a question.
Yeah, no, you're acting like she's dead. Why are we acting like she's dead? We have the stones, right?
Hulk snapped his fingers and brought half of the universe's populace back. Then Tony wiped out the biggest threat to the universe with a simple move that he learned from his father.
Hi. Shake that, don't pull it.
Yeah.
He stole the stones from Thanos and snapped his fingers to wipe out Thanos and his army. No other being in the universe was able to do what the people of Earth pulled off in Endgame. This valiance is what changed Ajax's mind about the emergence. And the same thing must have been felt by Tiamat. Because Ajax had changed her mind, she chose Cersei to lead the Eternals. If she still would have been supportive of the Emergence, then she certainly would have chosen Icarus. But she chose Cersei, and Tiamat already knew about that. Since he was already impressed by the valiance of Earth's people, he was ready to make a sacrifice for the greater good. That's why he helped Cersei in the Eternals. What do you guys think of this analysis? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to check out some more fun content on our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!